Hello, my crafty friends. Um, Today I'm going to talk just a little bit about a project I'm starting, and this is Dee Dee Willingham's Comp Book 2020 project, and I'm going to link her New Year's Eve live stream in the description box below this video, so you can go there and hear what it's all about. If you've been keeping up with her Society of Idea Collectors stuff, this is kind of a more in-depth version of that on one subject. And so anyway, I've got that link below so you can go and look at that and see what it's all about. But one of the things she said was to find like 5 books. And I actually have 5 books here, but I've got a couple more that I ordered because I didn't think about these two being books I could use for this until I got out to my out here into the studio, and I found these and thought, oh, I can use those. This one has wild plants and herbs, and then this one is about nature journaling, which is kind of going to end up being what I'm doing in here. One of the things that Dee Dee said is she didn't want you to just glue stuff down. She wanted you to expand your art and drawing and those kinds of things. And drawing is something I don't do very much of, and that's why I found this at a thrift store. And I thought that it would be really interesting to help me maybe start to do some drawing. And so I think I'm going to try to use this to help me with this project. And the books, somebody asked me when I told them I was going to do mine on herbs, medicinal herbs as well as herbs that you just cook with. They asked me where I found books because they had trouble finding books that weren't mystical in nature. And so here are some good books. This one is a little book I got. Actually, Hannah got me this one for Christmas. And so I had forgotten that it was herbs. I was thinking it was a book on wildflowers. And so I went and ordered it again off of eBay because it was like $3.50 on eBay. And it's got, a little bit about each herb, and then it's got great pictures. And so I'm going to have one of these I can cut up and use, and one that I can keep just as a reference book when I get that one in. But anyway, this is a concise guide in color to herbs, and this one is cheapest on eBay. I looked on Amazon. It's a lot more expensive on Amazon. Well, I mean, a few dollars more, but every few dollars helps, This one is one I got. I got it at the library book sale, I think. Herbs for Pets, how the natural way to enhance your pets' lives. I'll probably use some of the information in this book too, but at the moment I don't have pets, but I still would like to have some information, about if the herbs the ones I'm talking about on each page, if they happen to be good for pets, I want to write that in as part of my information. And this book is called The Backyard Homestead. Produce all the food you need on just 1 acre. Well, I don't have an acre, but it was a really interesting book about having your own chickens and growing berries and all that kind of stuff. And they have a section in here. Let me find it. They have a section on herb gardens, on acreage plans, on what to use for cold and flu, growing herbal teas, and making more herbs from cuttings, planting from seeds, starting existing plants, herbal teas, the most popular culinary herbs. Anyway, it's got a lot of different stuff in here about herbs. Let's see if we can find well, let's just kind of look, because they were in several places, but they showed some pictures too. It even tells you how to grow your own beer. Well, I'm not going to be doing that, but it's in here. Basics of making bread, plant your own wheat field. um, okay, so here's where the herbs are. So they've got, it tells, just a little bit about them, not a lot, and then shows a picture. That's the 32 essential herbs. And it tells about how to dry them, how to preserve them and grow them. Anyway, so that's a good book for a lot of different things and not just herbs. And then this book I showed you is about keeping a nature journal. And then this book is a wonderful book. It says it's a cookbook and a guide to wild plants and herbs. I took this page out. I thought I was going to use it in the journal, and I changed my mind, so it's just sitting there right at the moment. But let's see if we can. It doesn't just have something about herbs. It tells you each one. So I'm just going to kind of flip through it a little bit. So some of this is just flowers, and some of it is herbs. So there's rosemary. I love rosemary. I use it with chicken all the time. That's definitely going to be one of the herbs that I put in my composition book. Marjoram. Some pretty mushroom pictures. Anyway, this is the book. All Good Things Around Us, a cookbook and guide to wild plants and herbs, written by Pamela Michael. That's one I ordered off of Amazon used books, I think. I did it a while ago, so I'm not positive. So those are the books I'm going to use right now. And then I've got a couple more coming. One of them is the Herb Bible. And I can't remember the name of the other one. It's another little book about herbs. But I thought today I'm just going to start by decorating my cover, front and back. And I've decided I'm just going to leave the black like it is and not try to cover the whole thing. I'm just going to cover this part and cover this part. And I think back here, I'm just going to cover this to make it pretty. And I'm probably not going to do anything else to it. So I'm just going to, I'll cut it off once I get it actually. Come on. This is some of the wallpaper I got out to use for my 12 bits journal, and I hadn't used it, so I thought it would be cute on here. Have no idea what kind of leaves these are supposed to be, but we're going to pretend they're herb leaves. Okay. I'm going to have it end up on the floor if I don't go ahead and move it. And I'm going to trim this probably from, well, maybe I can do it. Let's see. Let's see if I can be that lazy. No, I'm going to glue it down and cut. Oh! Glue it down and cut it off. Okay. Because this is a slicky cardboard and this is wallpaper, I'm not going to use a glue stick, which if this was regular paper, I might just sand this a little bit and use a regular glue stick, but I'm going to use my art glitter glue. Wow. I've been using it a lot on that 12 bits journal, and so well, let's see. need to refill it. But I'm being kind of lazy at the moment and not really wanting to. So I'm just going to go around the edge real good and then go through the middle. Come on. It's not usually this ornery. If you do it good around the edges, you don't have to put a ton in the middle, so, which is another good thing about it. I'm just going to put that right up against that black. Press it down really good. Okay. Now let me find my scissors. Okay. And we're just going to trim this. Okay. This composition book is kind of funny. It has a pretty big turn right there, and then down here it's really small. It's kind of odd. Okay. That looks pretty on the back, I think. Now on the front, I wanted to, I just made a copy of the cover of this book, and I thought I would put it on here. But you can kind of see through that, and I thought, well, if I'm going to see through it, then I would rather really see through it. So I printed it off on this onion skin paper, but I don't want to see through it and see that. So we're going to put this on here, and then we're going to kind of collage this stuff onto it. So I'm not just going to glue it right on top, but okay. I think this is going to be easier to do this way than the, no, because it slides. I don't want it to slide and mess it up. So I'm going to do this one just like I did the back. I'm going to glue it down and then cut off on that one edge. Just run it right up against that that sticks up, you know, just a little on the composition book, so that makes it really easy to just run that right up next to it. Okay. Um, I'm using a graph paper type instead of the lines. I may wish I hadn't decided on that. I like the graph paper better than just the lines, um, but that is a lot bolder, so it's way more obvious that it's graph paper. But I thought when I'm drawing, it might help me. Um, I don't think the paper's really any thicker. It's just got a bolder um, print on it. Okay, and these leaves are going upside down. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Get rid of that, and then I'm gonna kind of tear this. I just want this to be herbs, not a concise guiding color on there. Okay, so we've got that piece. And I think I want to do this one. I don't want to really be able to see that barcode a whole bunch. Don't mind a little bit, but here we go. We can do that like that. I don't know if I want this or not. Let's just go ahead and tear it and just see. Okay. I think we may do it just like that, but I do want to, I'm going to use a glue stick on these. I think it'll work better. And I want to ink around them. Let's go ahead and ink around the whole book first, though. I like that. Maybe there's a little bit more right here. Okay. We're going to do it on the back too, just because for cohesiveness. Gonna have to get me a new sponge here pretty soon. I'm leaving little bits everywhere. But I never think about it unless I'm using it. So, okay. Oh, I was going to ink these too. Hope you like the sound of rustling paper because I'm not doing a lot of talking. I'm afraid if I do, I'll start coughing. So. One more. I can officially say I've started once I get this on there. I haven't decided yet exactly how I'm planning to organize the inside. But when I get to that, when I figure that out, I will let you know. I don't know if I'll be doing all of this on video or not, but I will be doing at least some of it on video, and I'll do, flip throughs from time to time if I don't do it all on video. Come on. Move that out of the way. There we go. This is almost like trying to glue down tissue paper, isn't it? Or vellum, like a combination of a tissue paper vellum crossbreed or something. Okay, very good there. Now let's do this piece. Okay. I want it to go all the way down, or at least most of the way down. There we go. Oh, that works really well. Mm. Okay, where's my other little piece? Here we go. It really curls up like vellum does. You got to be kind of careful with it. Okay. Oops. Found another little spot that's not glued down good. All right. I like it. It's so pretty. I hope what I do inside looks half as good as the cover. All right. Well, y'all have a great day and go watch Dee Dee's video and get yourself a subject. Start a Comp 2020 or a Comp Book 2020. And when you do, post a hashtag so the rest of us can find what you're doing. God bless you. Bye-bye.